Hey, hello. Um, I have been waiting like a really long time to release this video or these videos that I'm about to release. Um, I was like really embarrassed at first and like I wasn't sure if God was telling me to talk about this stuff like openly or if I was just, feeling like I wanted to talk about it, right? So I'm just gonna get right to it because I'm not good at this. It's very uncomfortable for me to even be conversing about this issue that I have. But I feel like once I let people know, I've met a lot of people that also have this issue and didn't even know what it was like until I described it to them. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with something called love addiction. And so love addiction. Okay, guys, I'm back. I wanted to make sure that I gave you the textbook definition of love addiction. Like, I didn't want to, like, give you the wrong thing. So let me give you the real, definition. So, love addiction is a proposed model of pathological, passion-related behavior involving the feeling of falling in love and being in love. So it's a condition that a person can develop unhealthy, obsessive fixations on a love interest. So what was happening with me, it's like I was seeing myself in this cycle of like dating guys that were unlovable. And I say that like they had avoidant attachment styles because that there's like the whole attachment styles ordeal too. And I found out recently that I have anxious attachment styles. And I still have anxious attachment styles, and I'm really trying to work through that. To be honest, all of this, what my therapist was saying is that it stems from childhood trauma. It just stems from childhood trauma. And I feel like it's not something that we talk about in the Black community. Like, I saw a lot of Caucasian people that had done videos on love addiction, but I didn't see any Black girls or any Black people at all that had done any videos on love addiction. So I just felt like it was something that I wanted to talk about and express because I meet lots of other girls who wonder why when they get into a relationship and then it's over, they feel like they're going to die or they're going to crumble or they can't eat, they can't sleep. That's because they're going through withdrawal. Like, it's like a person who's a drug addict or an alcoholic. They need this to keep going, right? And then when they don't have it, they're stressing out. They're freaking out. They don't know what to do, where to turn. It's literally, it's an addiction. And there's like literally rehab for love addiction. Like, there's rehab for love addiction because it's real. So there's also this thing called sex love addiction. So there's love addiction, but there's there's the SLA meetings. So that's for sex love addiction meetings. I'm not sure, I know they go hand in hand, but I don't think everyone has both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I have a sex and love addiction. I just have a love addiction. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry, someone called me and my phone is not on D&D as it should be. Anywho, it's basically getting in a cycle of relationships and needing the hunger for love. It comes from not having approval, looking for it's like codependency almost as well. It has really jacked up my life in many, many ways. I have found myself in relationships with abusers, with liars. I have found myself to be a cheater. And because of this addiction, because it's like, you get into a relationship, it's great, it's fun. As soon as it starts getting boring, when you have this addiction, you step out. Now, I don't want to bring this into my marriage. I'm single right now, but I don't want to, when God does bring the person that he has for me, I don't want to be cheating in my marriage. That's not like what God has for me. That's not what he wants. So I'm doing these videos to encourage and to educate other people about love addiction and to also just kind of help myself. And I'm also starting to go back to my love addiction meetings. They do have those. And they are helpful because then you have a community of people who understand you. I fell short recently. I got myself into a situation with someone who was love avoidant. And that's like a cycle that I've seen myself do over the years, getting with people who either don't want you or they want you, but they want you to do all the work. And that's not how it's supposed to be. And that's not how God ordained it to be. So I would say my biggest obstacle with love addiction has been like the withdrawal. Like the withdrawal is so bad, you guys. Like, and for people watching this that have ever had love addiction or have ever felt like when you broke up with someone, you were going to die, like you literally felt in your body like you were going to pass. They say that like love addiction is the exact same, like the withdrawal is the same or worse, y'all, as drugs and alcohol. Do you hear me? I mean, like, I can't eat, I can't sleep. I'm wrapped up and like I'm in a bed for weeks. Like it's so bad. It's so bad. And let me get back to some of the like what did I want to show y'all? I wanted to show y'all something else. Hold on, bear with me, people. So let me give you some of the signs of love addiction. An overwhelming fear of being alone, which doesn't always necessarily mean being alone like in that moment or not having a boyfriend or whatever, a girlfriend. It means an overwhelming fear of like when you date it, when you're seeing someone and they don't call you all day. You're like, oh, where are they? That's how I get. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Obsessive thoughts regarding the relationship. Constantly thinking about this person. Where is he? What is he doing? Where is she? Why haven't I heard from her? I miss him. I miss her. The last time I kissed him. The last time I did this. Oh, yeah. You know, you're constantly replaying obsessive thoughts about this person. You know, like it's crazy. And I've been there. Okay. Excessive need for contact with the partner. You guys, I am so codependent. I just got out of a 5-year relationship where I used to talk to my boyfriend like 6-7 times a day. It's crazy, right? Half the time we were like, I lived in another country and he lived in the United States. So we was talk on the phone a lot. But then some of the time it would be just we lived in the same state for a couple of years and he was just 20 minutes away. And I constantly calling him. I need you to do this. It's a codependent, like it's crazy. Negative emotions went away from the partner, meaning like you're feeling mad or sad or lonely or you're concerned about what they're doing. You don't trust them or you are feeling uneasy about the relationship just because they're off maybe doing their own thing. Hell, they could even be at work. Lack of self-identity outside of their relationship. Now, this is one that like I feel like I don't struggle as much with. Right now, I don't recognize myself at all because I'm going through the trenches in life right now. But I don't feel like when I'm not in a relationship, like I have a lack of self-identity outside of the relationship. But some people may. So that's just me. And then another sign is feelings of worthlessness when not in a relationship. Again, that's not something that I struggle with, but some people may. And you shouldn't feel worthless when you're not in a relationship because you don't need a man or a woman to complete you. Only God can complete you. And that's Bible, like legit. So those are some of the signs that I wanted to share with you guys. And then I also wanted to talk about the triggers. So this says the causes of love addiction are rooted in childhood trauma, as I was telling you guys earlier. Individuals lacking self-esteem or who had less than nurturing childhoods may grow up looking for constant reassurance from others. Relationship addicts also tend to enjoy the feeling of excitement that being in love brings. I do love the excitement, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, at least I'm being honest. So I'm going to read this again. The causes of love addiction are rooted in childhood trauma. Hello, Black people. And I'm saying Black people because I feel like as a culture, and a lot of Black parents don't want to take, a responsibility for things that may have happened to their child in their childhood. And now you're an adult and you're still struggling with this stuff. You're still struggling because Black people need to go to therapy. Think about it. So anywho, the causes of love addiction are rooted in childhood trauma. Individuals lacking self-esteem or who had less than nurturing childhoods, may grow up looking for constant reassurance from others. I'm sorry guys, I have a dog and he's like yapping off. Clark, one moment. Relationship addicts also tend to enjoy the feeling of excitement that love brings. So If any of that is ever you, if you know anything about this, if you know anything about childhood trauma, and you know we all have some type of childhood trauma, y'all. We can't pretend like we don't. We all have some type of childhood trauma. Hello, sweetheart. And so what we have to do as adults is heal ourselves. Ask God to heal us, of course, number one. We have to do the work. We have to go to therapy. We have to journal. We have to forgive. We have to move forward. We have to put ourselves in better situations so that we don't put our own children, you know, in that type of childhood trauma. And like I said, the addicts, they love the feeling of, oh my God, I met this guy. He is so sweet. I love him. I think he's my husband. Oh my, you know, like I used to always be thinking, oh, that's my husband. That's it. That's it. He's it. That's him. Girl, it's him. Girl, no, it's not. Every man you meet is not your husband, honey. No, 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 no. You know? So, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is really trying to be in this video so bad. Hi, Papa. So you got to ask yourself, this is just like a quick first starter video for me. Like was waiting so long to do this, as I said earlier, and I was always so nerve-wracked about it. If anyone likes this at all, or like if you feel like you struggle with this issue at all, there's so much more that like we can get into about this. And I'm going to keep making videos. If nobody watches them, if one person watches them, this could even just be a documentary for myself later, my journey to healing through love addiction. Because I'm doing the healing process now. So you guys are going to be with me on the journey to healing. And if you want to get to healing with me, then that would be super. So I'm going to be back to you guys soon. Bye.